Gunna. I'm from Rotary, but I'm just recently retired from Perryman Health. I was in quality improvement there, so now I'm trying to find more ways to reach out to my community, and I'm an artsy crafty girl, so I'm excited to make crafts. I've been making crafts with kids for pretty much my whole life, so very excited to be able to do this at the fort.
Perfect. So speaking of community, do you think crafting and stuff helps you grow closer to the community?
I think it brings people together because oftentimes people think artists are other people and they don't see themselves as artists. But if you can slap some paint on your hand and put your handprint on a piece of paper, that is art.
Yeah, the cavemen did that.
They did it on rock, but yeah. So it's exciting to see people realize that yes, they have an inner artist. And so just to try to get people to fellowship with one another and make stuff and be proud of their creations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. How much would you say crafting affects your day-to-day life?
It really affects me because I have a chronic illness, and so I'm very, very involved with teaching crafts to other people. I teach online, and I also do crafts myself every day for my own mental health. It helps me with relaxing and just being creative. So you know what? It helps me, but helping others also helps me. So I really get joy from bringing joy to others. So,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So would you say your personal identity influences your art at all?
My personal identity. I'm kind of a larger than life kind of personality, so I would say that definitely influences my art due to the fact that I'm willing to try anything and I don't have any restrictions on my art. Yeah.
And what are some of your inspirations?
Oh, wow. The group that I'm involved with, the chronic disease group, a lot of those people are very inspirational. There are people that are laying in bed who are teaching craft classes. So when I think about that, then that really truly inspires me. Yeah.
Are there any unique aspects about like being a creative and maker while in Dauphin?
Well, this is such a rich art community. I'm blown away every time I go to a craft show or anything. And the events that we have where makers are selling their stuff. I've got to be friends with a lot of the makers. I'm just starting to be involved with the Watson Art Center and their events planning. So I'm hoping to get more and more and more events for makers to be able to highlight all of their things.
Is there anything you would like to highlight while you're here?
I would love to highlight the fact that give your kids a pile of stuff, doesn't matter what it is, and tell them to make something. Because there's too many hours spent on electronics and not enough hours spent doing things creatively. So I'm a grandma of 7. I have 4 daughters that are all grown up now, and I used to give my daughters, we called it the tickle trunk because Mr. Dress Up was a big thing, and it was full of stuff. And if they were looking for something to do, I'd say, go make something out of your tickle trunk. And they would just go and create.
Okay.
So now I have a granddaughter who is entering her 2nd year of the visual arts program because of all of the arts and craft stuff that I've done with them over the years.
Yay!
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
So it's passing that legacy on. And that's what life is about. It's about leaving a legacy, right? Yeah.
Do you have any examples of your work you'd like to show?
Well, I'd like to show, so what I'm going to do on Thursday, so make sure you come on Thursday, we're going to go foraging. We're going to find some pine cones or some branches. So what I've done here, you can see, it's probably hard to really see.
Sure.
You have to see it. So I went out in my own yard and I took some leaves off of different plants. I took some flowers and I just painted this all with water and then different colors of watercolor paint. And then I put all of my different leaves and flowers on then covered them with paint and let it all dry. And then when I started peeling things off, it left the imprint of all of these things. So I'm going to use this because I teach a mixed media class. So I'll use something like this as part of my mixed media creation. So yeah, so that's what I'm hoping we're going to be able to have fun finding stuff.
Yeah. Oh, is there anywhere anyone can go to find your art?
You know what? I'm just kind of getting into the art scene.
Yeah.
So right now I've been at some of the markets, but I'm hoping to do more of that in the future. And there's a local business that's just starting up that they're selling other people's creations. So I'm hoping to get in there soon. Yeah. Don't be afraid to try something. You know what? And if it turns out awful, it doesn't matter because it's only paint. You can paint over it. If I make a painting I don't like, I use it as part of my mixed media and put other things on top of it. So, and you can always try again.
Yeah.
That's not a life or death situation. It's about having fun in the moment. And if all you can do is sit with a marker and color, sit with a marker and color. Yeah. I do mixed media. I make jewelry. I've been making a lot of paintings. Yeah. You know what? Everybody, when I think about a job, everybody has a first day. And it's the exact same premise with crafting. Everybody had to start not knowing what to do.
Okay.
So you just keep at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've always just been very like community oriented.
Yes. And you want to know why? When I was a little girl, I watched my grandmother, who was very instrumental in creating me and who I am. And she was always busy doing something. And so one day I even said to her, because I was doing a school project, and I said, Grandma, I need to know why you are who you are and why you always get back to the community. So here she said, well, when my great grandpa, she asked him what he was doing. She was 6 years old, and he was putting turnips in a bag. And this was during the Great Depression. And he said, my old neighbors back in Minto, Manitoba, because they'd moved to Ontario by this time, back in Minto, Manitoba are really hungry. So we are shipping all of these turnips to them because we all need to look out for each other. So that philosophy that you have to build community and all look after each other is who I am. That's why I'm a Rotarian.